Hey guys, it's Bethany, your crafty BFF, and today I am on with a tutorial for this simple tote with pockets on all sides. I want to start out by saying that this is not my original design, not my original project. The original project was done by Alice, who is my Frugal Wonderland here on YouTube and on Instagram. All credit goes to her, and I did ask permission to use this simple tote with added pockets in our spring swap, and she gave me permission to um, do a tutorial adding the pockets. She was so very kind about it, and I really appreciate that. So thank you, Miss Alice. I will have her linked in the description box down below, so you can check out her original tutorial. Please do. Um, the only difference between mine and hers is that I'm adding these pockets. Um, and I'm going to go over the matting sizes for the pockets and the inside um, at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and, well, actually, I want to start by saying, this looks pretty small. It's about 5 inches by 4 inches, and then it is about 3 inches wide, and it seems kind of small, but I want to show you. This is the project that I this is the same tote. I did this for Alice's upcoming spring bee themed swap, and this is the exact same tote just without the pockets, and I wanted to show you how much space is in there, how much you can really fit in. I have this thick wallet in here. I have this pokey toolbox in here, and then I have two envelopes, a treat bag, and three sets of embellishments in cello bags, two with bag toppers. So, and a wand. So there is plenty, and there's even a little more room that you could squeeze something in here. So there's lots of room for this upcoming swap I'm hosting. And with the added pockets, there'll be even more room to put little goodies in. So now that we've seen all that, let's go ahead and get started. For the base, you're going to need your scoreboard and one 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. I am using 110 pounds because we like our sturdy projects around here. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. So I suggest using 110-pound cardstock for your base, and you're going to set your 8.5 by 11 on the 11-inch side, line it up to the 11-inch side, and we're going to score at 4 and at 7. Then you're going to turn it to the 8.5 by 11 side, and we're going to score at 1 3/4. We're going to do that to both sides of the 8.5 by 11 side. So flip it this way so you can score again at 1 3/4. So your paper should look like this. 4 and 7 on the 11-inch side, and then 1 3/4. Or you could do 1 3/4 and 6 3/4 if that's easier for you. Okay. I always find it easiest to fold and score, or fold and crease our score lines before we do any cutting. So let's go ahead and do that. Just fold all 4 score lines. like so. And then you're going to hold your paper like so. And we're going, oops, I dropped my pokey tool. Grabbing my scissors out. Okay, so what we're going to do is do the little snips here on each of these score lines. So you're going to cut about 1/8 of an inch to the left of the score line and 1/8 of an inch to the right of the score line, just to take that little snippet out, like so. That gets rid of the bulk from that score line. 1/8 of an inch to the left, about 1/8 of an inch to the right, and there you have your little slice taken out. Flip it around to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're not cutting out this tab, we're just releasing it. So there's your little snippet, 1/8 of an inch to the left, 1/8 of an inch to the right. And one more time. And snippy snip snip. There we go. Let me move this scoreboard out of the way. Just throwing away those little snippets. So you can see here that we have this little piece in the middle, and what we're going to do is fold it up like this and like this. And put them together like so. Now, Alice uses double-sided tape and glue to reinforce, and I think that's a good idea because it helps everything stick. So I'm going to add my double-sided tape here and here and here and here. And then you want to add some right on the edge where the two pieces are going to meet. So put one there. You can see they overlap a little bit. So I'm going to put this other piece right here. It really doesn't matter what, I don't think it really matters what side you put it on, but this just helps it while you're positioning it to get it to stick a little bit, and then you can use your wet glue to reinforce it, because I don't, double-sided tape alone never works for me. I have to use both. So I'm going to use my pokey tool here to take these pieces, the back of the tape off, and then I am going to, actually, let's take this one off too. I'm going to take my glue and add some here and some here, like so. And then we're going to bring this up. Now this tab, you want the tab to be on the inside of your tote. You don't want it on the outside. And then we're just going to line this up, putting pressure with my hand from the inside and the outside to get that to stick down. Standing it up really helps you to make sure that the everything up here is meeting evenly. So I stand it up on its side like that. And there is our first side complete. Now we're going to remove the back of this tape, that one, and then these two. maybe. I'm going to add my glue here. And where I put that double-sided tape, making sure my tab is on the inside of the box. I'm going to line everything up and make sure that these edges are lined up evenly, like so. And then I'm going to put my hand inside and press that tab up against the inside while putting pressure from the outside as well. And that is the base of our tote. Pretty easy, right? I would say so. So now we are going to, okay, so let's work on the little handles first because they need time to dry. So let's cut out your handle pieces. Out of the 110-pound cardstock, cut 2 pieces that are 11 inches by 3/4 of an inch. 11 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And then for your matting pieces, you need 2 pieces that are 10 7/8 by 5/8. And that will leave about 1/8 of an inch border around the whole matting piece, like so. Now I did cut matting pieces for the inside and outside of the handle. You don't have to do the inside, but I think that it adds some sturdiness to the handle, which you need for a tote full of goodies, right? So at least add your outside layering piece. You can see I sewed the outside layering pieces for this. And then I'm going to flip that over and add this other matting piece. Again, that's 10 7/8 by 5/8. That's the matting piece sizes for the handles. I found out last night that these do need a lot of time to dry before we can manipulate them the way we need to manipulate them. So that's why I'm doing these now. Here's our other piece that is 11 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And then my top matting piece, that's 10 7/8 by 5/8. I'm just going to add my glue. A generous amount of glue because it really needs to stick well for when we curl the handle. We're going to use our bone folder. Excuse me. We're going to use our bone folder to curl the handle to make it look like this. Like I said, you don't have to do matting pieces for both sides, but I would at least do the outside matting pieces. The inside just adds that extra sturdiness. If you have a heavy tote, you want good quality handles. Adding that, and you can see that there is about 1/8 of an inch all the way around the matting piece, even on the ends. I'm just going to press this down, and we're going to set those aside to let them dry, and we will work on our pockets. For your pockets, let's start with the big pockets. So for the longer side of the box of the tote, you need 2 pieces that are 7 inches by 5 inches. And you're going to score. You're going to put it on your 7-inch side of your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. You're going to rotate it to the right, and on the 5-inch side, score at 1 inch. Excuse me. Turn to the right again, and on the back on the 7-inch side, we're scoring at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. You're going to do that to your other 7x5. Score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Turn it to the right on your 5-inch side. Score at 1 inch. And then turn it to the right again, back on the 7-inch side, and score at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do the smaller pockets. You need 2 pieces that are 5 inches by 5 inches. We're going to do the same scores on these pieces. So put it on the first 5-inch side and score at 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. Turn it to the right, score at 1. Turn it to the right again, and we're scoring at 1/2 inch and 1 inch. This is going to give you some little expandable pockets. Gusseted pockets, I guess is what you would call them. 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Turn it to the side. Score at 1 inch. Turn it to the side again, and 1/2 inch and 1 inch. I will show you that it fits on there perfectly. There's no room. You can't see any of this once you put the pocket on, so that's why I'm not worried about matting this the outside, because the pockets are covering everything, and I'm just going to mat the pockets themselves. So let's go ahead and fold and crease all of these score lines. For these, what you want to do, actually here, let's just go ahead and fold and crease them all, and then we'll go over the next step. Okay, so fold. You always want to fold it that way first, so that your paper doesn't crack. So in towards the paper is how you want to fold it first. So in towards the paper, in towards the paper, and trying to get through this kind of quickly. Use all the dried glue from my hands getting all over the paper. I'm so messy with my wet glue, it's not even funny. That's what you see all over my scoreboard too. It's just dried glue and probably some dust that's settled onto it, you know. Okay, so here are our folded pockets. What we're going to do next is cut out these corners. So these corners, we're getting rid of them. I'm going to use my smaller scissors here, and we've done this before here on this channel. We're just going to do a slight angled cut there, and then a slight angled cut here. to take those corners out, and then it should look like this. So again, I'll do it on this side, slight angled cut, light angled cut, and there you have it. We're going to do that to all 4 pockets. Light angled cut, light angled cut, light angled cut, and one more time, like so. And there's how your 5 by 5 pocket should look. Okay? Pretty easy, right? Now, we are going to put these little pockets together before we put them onto the tote. So what you're going to do is fold your first score inwards towards the paper, and then you're going to fold this one back out towards you. Okay? So then fold the first one in, and then this second one back on top of the first one. I hope that makes sense. So it should look like this. And then we're going to take our bottom piece here and fold it up. We're going to add glue just right here where that bottom tab overlaps, and just hold it till it dries. And then you have your little gusseted pocket that's going to be easy to put on your tote. Well, I think it's easier to do it this way than trying to maneuver it all while putting it on the tote. So you're going to fold in towards the pocket and then back out towards you, in towards the pocket and back out towards you, and then fold this one up, add just a dab of glue, and hold it until it dries. You just need a few seconds. And there is your second gusseted pocket. Again, fold it in towards the paper, and then the second one you fold towards you. Fold the first one in and the second one back on top of it, of the first one. And then fold this bottom one up. Fold it till it dries. And there's our big pocket. It look just like that. Let's do it one more time. In towards the paper and then back on top of itself. In towards the paper, back towards you. And then put this one up. Just a dab will do ya. And hold. So now we can get rid of the scoreboard. And we can put our pockets on our tote. As you can, like I said, they completely cover the side of the tote, so there's no need to mat the inside. Nobody's going to see that anyways. So to add the pockets, we're just going to add glue all along our tabbed edges, all along the gussets, whatever you want to call them. And then you just want to make sure that it's lined up the best you can get it, because it is a very tight fit. I like to use my hand on the inside to put pressure to get that glue to adhere, and then also down at the bottom where that 1-inch tab is. And there we have it. I'm going to hold this bottom a little longer because the bottom is the part that sometimes tries to come off if you don't hold it long enough. There we go. There we go. Let's do our other big pocket now. So just turn it over. We're going to add our glue here. Like so. And fit it on as good as you can get it. Like I said, it is a tight fit because it's the exact same measurements as the side of the tote. I'm using my hand on the inside to hold pressure while that glue adheres. You see how that bottom wants to come up, so definitely hold the bottom a few seconds longer than you would the sides. And there we have it. Okay, now we can do our smaller pockets on the sides. Same process. Add your glue to your gussets. And we're applying pressure from the inside with our hand, rubbing the top. And then holding the bottom. We're on our last little pocket. Adding my glue and lining it up. Adding pressure from the inside with my hand. Pressing down the sides and then holding that bottom piece as well. There we have our 4 gusseted pockets on the side of our simple tote bag. I want to shout out to Alice once again, saying thank you for letting us use your base as and adding on to it. Next, we're going to do our matting layers, okay? Now, I did cut out matting layers for the inside of the box because I'm a little anal that way. I like everything. I like to cover these tabs on the inside so you can't see them. So it's not a requirement. You don't have to, but if you would like to, you're gonna cut one piece for the bottom at 4 7/8 by 2 7/8. and then just set that down in there and press down. For the longer sides, you need 2 pieces that are 4 7/8 by 3 7/8. Let's add our first one. Adding my glue. And you can use your bone folder or your hand to press it down. Again, for the long side, you need 4 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay. And then for the shorter sides, you need 2 pieces that are 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. Now, I just cut out these inside pieces. I did not sew them because I thought that was a little overkill, you know. I only sewed the outside matting pieces for the pockets. But I did want to cut these to cover those tabs, and then also it's white paper and picks up every little, though I, leaving it all white, it's like I'm bound to get it dirty. Me and white do not mix. So that's another reason I like to mat the inside. So there we have it. That's the inside done. Sorry, I keep taking drinks. It's early in the morning. My voice isn't quite where it should be. Okay, so now we're going to mat our pockets. And for that, you need 2 pieces of 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So that'll cover our large pocket. I'm just adding my glue around the edges especially. And then in the middle. And I'm going to line it up so that there is about 1/8 of an inch reveal all the way around. Just press that down. You can see there's just a little bit of white showing all the way around. Okay, do our other side. Again, that matting piece is 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Add our glue around the edges, and then in the middle, lining it up, and I want to leave 1/8 of an inch reveal all the way around. There we go. There we have our 2 big pockets, and now let's do our little pockets. You need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Add our glue. Line it up so there's that just a little bit of a reveal all the way around. And last but not least, again, that measurement is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Taking my time lining it up and press down. Add a little bit of glue to that corner trying to come up. And now that this is why I did these in the beginning, these are, I hope, nice and dry. So now we can take our bone folder and start to curl the handles. You just need a slight curl so you can manipulate it like this. Do this one. And like I said, we're going to manipulate it like this. Okay, I'm going to use hot glue to put these in. All you do is hold your thing with both your hands and then twist inward, if that makes sense. And that is how you will attach it to your wait, no. No. Don't. Okay. Yeah, twist it like this. Okay. That's right. That's right. Or is this? No, this is right. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's early. Okay, so what you're going to do is twist like towards you. You're going to twist it towards you. No, away from you. I'm having the biggest brain fart right now. Okay, twist it away from you. And that is how they will go on, because you want the inside matting layer to be right there. Like that, you see? And then the outside matting layer is what's showing on the outside. So I'm going to take my hot glue and add some right here and some right here. And I'm going to line them up the best I can. You don't have much time, so I find hot glue is the strongest, and that's why I'm using it. If you want to take the time to use regular glue, as long as they actually stay on, I find the hot glue is really strong, and it won't come off. So here's this one. I'm twisting it away from me and gonna put it in like this. So my hot glue goes on this side. Sorry, my hot glue is on a very short leash. And I'm gonna lay this down so I can see it a little better. Try to get them evenly spaced. And there we have it. There is our tote. Cute, right? So for the swap, I am gonna request that you decorate at least one of the big pockets, and then fill it with all the goodies that we come up with for the requirements. But yeah, it'll be, you still have like this pocket's still plenty big enough that you can decorate it and then still put something inside. So that's fun. There is our completed simple tote with 4 gusseted pockets. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. If you have any trouble with the tutorial, feel free to DM me on Instagram and I'll be happy to help you. Again, I want to thank Alice, who is my Frugal Wonderland here on YouTube and on Instagram, for allowing us to use the tote in our swap and letting me do the tutorial adding the pockets. I really appreciate it. She's such a sweet lady. If you're not following her, please go do so. Yeah, again, that's Alice at My Frugal Wonderland. Go follow her. Thank you. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.